Hi everybody and welcome back to GreenerTV. Once again, my name is Ryan.
And I'm Jesse.
And today we're bringing you guys the hookah side of our channel. And for our video today, we'll be doing a review on Fakher's Mango. And before we get into the review, I figure since it's our first hookah video, we can of course tell a little bit about how we got into hookah. So we will both share our experiences.
And before we get into those stories, you know we always keep it interesting here on GreenerTV.
Yes, we do.
We're going to be smoking some Blue Dot out of my bong here. I'm not going to really get into it. If you're interested, we have another review. It's actually our first video, so if you're interested, check that out. But I'm sorry, continue.
So, my story starts out about 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, is that how long it's been? 2.5 years?
I think, yeah, about 2.5. We both got into it relatively the same time.
He got into it before I did.
Yeah, but me just a little bit ahead of him. So I actually worked in a retail shop at the time. I was managing the shop on the weekends, and it happened to be right next door to a hookah lounge. And I remember every day going back to pull back stock from our shelves. You could smell the shisha through the walls. It smelled so amazing. And I asked everybody that I worked with what exactly it was, and they explained it. And I thought about it. And one day I just kind of ventured over and tried it out. And ever since then, that's
been history after that.
Yeah. So, how did you end up getting into it?
Well, it basically just took him.
It's a funny story.
Basically just took him. Kind of take his story, and he was into it, and I was in college at the time. I think this was my sophomore year, and he had said to me, "Hey, I'm going to go to this hookah bar. I think that you would really like it, so you should come with me and try it out." And I'll be honest with you, I didn't really know much about it at first. I was kind of iffy.
Yeah.
You know, I'd heard it wasn't good. You know, smoking
I had to kind of talk him into it.
Yeah, smoking in general isn't good for you. So I was kind of iffy, but I'm glad I went up there with him. We had a lot of fun times.
A lot of great time. I think at our peak,
our local hookah bar.
Yeah, our peak of going, like me and him would go up to the lounge just before I bought a hookah. We would go up like at our peak like 2 times a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, and go up there and just hang out and just relax.
I'm sorry.
Did
I already get that? It's your turn. I hit it.
Did you?
Yeah. Did you not?
Well, look at me.
Yeah.
But so, and pretty much that's about it.
Yeah. So we both have mango in our hookahs here, and you can see his. This is the tall one. Mine is down here. It's a really small one. It's made by a brand called Voodoo. It was originally his. He purchased it.
Yeah.
From our local hookah shop.
Yep.
And he decided to pick up this nice KM right here, and he was gracious enough to pass it on to me, and I've been using it ever since. But so we both have mango here, and I'll let you take a draw, and you can tell everybody what you think about it.
Before I do, a little bit about my hookah. You can't really see it. Excuse me. It's a KM Plus. I think it's like 29 inches. I have a Goodfellow Bowl 2.0 funnel bowl on here, of course, with foil, and 3 OG Premium Coals tap water to base with a diffuser, and rocking the new hose.
We're both rocking the new hose.
It's not the fancy hose. We've had these for a long time. This is before they were the fancy hose. They used to be. So anyway, on to the flavor.
No call special. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
It's definitely, obviously, it's very citrusy. You can definitely taste it's smooth. It's very smooth.
It is. It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, there's definitely a good flavor.
Yeah.
It's strong.
It tastes just like a fresh cut mango.
Right.
Basically, it's very natural tasting.
This stuff smells fantastic right out of the package. Also, if you guys haven't noticed, we don't know if you're familiar with Fakher or not, but this is their new packaging.
It used to be tubs with bags in them. If you guys know.
Yeah, it used to be. Listen, you guys it's all square now. You can lift the lid off, and there's no bag anymore. It's just the container itself. Much more convenient.
A lot better than digging around in a bag.
Yeah.
And
sorry,
the glorious new packaging. I absolutely love it.
And before I forget, also on my hookah, I'm rocking the Coconaras. Most people feel that Coconaras are better, and I feel like that the OGs they're kind of under the radar because the OGs are much better than the Coconaras.
Definitely.
The only problem is you can only buy them in bulk.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They didn't sell them in individual boxes. I had to.
You can. How much?
I wanted to test them out first before I bought the case because they only sold it on 5starhookah.com in a case of 10. It was like $70, and I never tried these Colts before, so I pretty much took a huge gamble. And because I couldn't really find any reviews about them either, so I didn't really know
how many
anything.
boxes at one time?
10.
About 10 boxes for $70.
$70. It's a great deal.
Yeah,
great deal.
Yeah, it's fantastic. They're very high heat, very, very high heat, and the shape of them is perfectly linear. They're all almost exactly the same. You don't have to worry about irregular cubes, smaller ones.
Like with the coconut.
These last a lot long. Well, I'm not going to say a lot longer. I think
maybe like actually 15
maybe
minutes.
15, 20 minutes longer than the coconars.
Not too much, just
but I mean they're both fantastic coals. Don't get us wrong at all.
Yeah.
But the OGs definitely, I think, outperform the coconars.
Yeah.
The only drawback is you can only buy them in bulk.
Exactly.
But which, hey, you buy a case of them and you're good. You don't have to buy coals for a very long time. He's been going with these 6 months strong so far.
Yeah, about 6 months, and
he's only
still
halfway
like,
through the container.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he smokes about 2 bowls a day.
Yeah, I smoke a pretty good bit, so I have a lot left. Definitely a great purchase. So, but I mean, really, there's not too much you can say about AF Mango. It's a simple fruit flavor. I mean, AF is quite well known for their simple flavors. And
cloud output is pretty well.
Yeah. The cloud output never disappoints. If you've ever tried Fakher before, you know what to expect. If you've never tried it, the clouds are relatively massive.
They're pretty big. They're pretty big. They're a little bigger on his than mine because of the higher heat and the better coals. But as you can clearly
Big
see
cloud,
there.
huge cloud.
Oh, before I forget, also in the new AF Mint, or I'm sorry, AF Mint, the AF Mango, they changed the cut apparently.
Yes, they did a little bit.
It used to be what,
shorter,
like shredded,
pretty fine.
Okay, yeah, they're more medium-sized pieces now.
Yeah, it's
just
like
by looking
roughly
at it,
chopped.
I can see a few stems in here, which it's okay. It's 250 grams. I can tolerate a few stems in there.
Yeah, they don't hurt.
Yeah, but just an observation, you know.
Yeah. So
you have to kind of pack it a different way. I'm sorry.
Overall, no heat management issues. If you're familiar with Fakher, you really don't have to worry about heat. It can take a good amount of heat if you pack it right. If you overpack it, you might have a little bit of heat issues, especially with a higher heat coal. So just a note on that one. And that's pretty much it. Relatively, I mean,
yeah, it's definitely a good purchase. We definitely recommend you try it.
Highly recommend it.
Absolutely.
If you like fruit flavors and you happen to like mangoes, this is definitely worth a buy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say we would give it. I personally never had a problem with Fakher, and I like mangoes, so I would give this maybe an 8, maybe an 8.5 out of 10.
I could say I'd probably go with an 8.
Okay.
It's a good flavor, of course. Once again, if you like mangoes, perfect for you. Highly recommend that you try it. It's a great flavor from a great company.
Absolutely.
So
and we'll always keep it green here on GreenerTV for you guys,
always.
And we hope you enjoyed this review, and we'll try to bring another video up as soon as possible. So thank you.
Yep.
And bye bye.
So we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya.